Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for staying with me throughout my whole absence of about almost 2 months. I just want to apologize for not uploading for quite a while. I've just been sort of uninspired, and then I didn't want to really work on anything when you're just feeling down, and then it's sort of, I think, how you feel kind of translates to art a lot of the time. So I wanted to be in the right frame of mind when I started creating things again. So after a long while, this is a journal that I came up with. It's a traveler's notebook. This one, there's no specific story to it or things like that, but this is more sort of pastel colors, soft colors. It's mostly a sort of vintage children's kind of traveler's notebook. So I hope you like this, and this is how she looks like. So as usual, she comes bundled up in a ribbon sort of tie thing, and then these are just the 2 charms that come with it. This one has a blue background with sort of bird motifs on there, and then a key charm, and then the back is just like so. And now I will open her up. So the charms come like so. Sorry, let me just try to focus. Yeah, so they're just attached with a pin like so. So once again, the charm up close like so, and then this one here actually opens up from the bottom. So it opens up like this, and then you can put a photo in here and things like that. It's pretty shallow, so I would say probably just maybe fit 2 photos on this side, and then you're good to go. So that's one that's there, right? And then once you open her up, let me see. So there you go, right? And then these are the envelopes, the authentic envelopes that come with this notebook. They're all empty, right? But this one is a French one right there. And then this one is this it's sort of like I think it's sort of like a telegram. This is French as well, and this is 1950 right there. So that's sort of a different, they're not all envelopes. They're like I guess postal things, but they're kind of in a variety. And then this one as well right here. So these are the authentic age marks on this one. And this one, I included this in because of the blue inner paper, the back inner lining of the envelope that sort of matched the blue kind of theme here. And then this one is a German one, I think. This cute, adorable one picture here, illustration there. I'm not sure what this is, but I'll try and find out. And the one that I'm super excited about is this vintage envelope here. So this one has a adorable little squirrel here. This is as it is. I think this might be a first day cover, I'm not sure. So this is a 1981. It's not that old, but the color of the paper and whatnot, and the illustration, all that is really old. It looks really aged. So, and then the inside has this adorable pink sort of inner lining, as you can tell. So I thought that was super fitting to go with the theme and the cover and things like that. So it's not used at all, so this is something to be treasured. I think I only have one more in my collection, a different squirrel, kind of also a squirrel, but a different picture there. So all these are empty, but they will be included in here. So if you've always wanted to play around with vintage envelopes, or really fill them in with your own memories, your take on it, or maybe you want to decorate them and then sell them in your own junk journal collections, you can do so. So I've left this empty so you can be creative. And that one, I'm just gonna put this here. And then moving on to the journal, this is how she looks like. There's sort of blue lace here, there's some white here as well, and then there's this sort of gorgeous sari sequin thing here that is sort of, I wanted to make it look like a clasp, sort of like a main thing to open the journal. So that one stands out from the rest. And then the back just looks like so. Yeah, so super distressed and whatnot. And on the inside, here we go. So something different on the inside is that this side is left empty, but I've used a embossed paper. I forgot the name of the brand. I'll try to put it down in my blog post of the things that I've used, because I can't remember them for the life of me when I do a video. And then here we also have this adorable illustration here. This just came from a book of herbs. It's not an old book or anything like that, but the illustrations are really pretty, so I thought they went well with the whole theme of the book. And then on the inside here is a pocket, like so. This is a pocket made from an envelope. And then we also have on this side some buttons and then some pins, and then this is a wax seal that I put on there. And then here we have, so this is a vintage postcard. It's German, lots of handwriting. It's kind of old. I can't tell the date again, but yeah, so the color, and most important is the illustration and the color theme that sort of matches well, I think, with the journal. And then this is just a pattern here that you can use it for something that you like. I've just attached a really huge yellow ribbon there so that it gives interest to the page, and that goes like so. And then on the next page we have, here is another vintage envelope. This one is slightly special because instead of the usual red and blue lines, this one is actually of let me see if I can focus on that. This one is actually of plains, I think. There we go, some plains, and yeah, I think they're just all plains, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah, so I've just included this in, left it as is so you can fill it with your own memories. And then we also have a real vintage photo here. I've started to collect vintage photos as well to give that really authentic feel to any junk journal that I create. So that's one really pretty photo right there of children. And then on this side, I've left this pattern paper empty so you could put your own photo in there. And then just a bit of collaging on this side. This is also authentic ephemera page from a French Sunday Missal, I think. And then here is just a flip out that you can journal up here or here as well. This is a page from the Little Golden Book. I've just left this illustration here because that's really pretty right there. And then you can journal here as well. And this is another vintage postcard I've included because I like the crest that comes here, and the colors again match well with the journal. So there we go, that's how it looks like. So throughout the journal you'll also see sort of collaging bits and pieces, papers here and there, just to sort of give interest to a blank page and make it look more lived in. And here we have another postcard, super pretty. I've decided I wanted to choose postcards that have really pretty pastel illustrations on them if I could. I think there are different ones on the back, but yeah, this one is really pretty. This one I'm not sure what it says, but yeah, so that's really pretty to decorate your journal with. This is a authentic French, I think this is French envelope. Was it US? Sorry, a US envelope that I just made into part of the journal page, and then some tabs on the top, and then as usual I did all my cellophane tape and things like that to give that old look. This is from a vintage children's book page. This here is an authentic French receipt that I have in my collection. I decided to make this part of the journal as well. So yeah, you have a lot of ephemerals in here. This is 1905. Then some music pages. Another envelope. This one with a window that I've made into a pocket, a see-through pocket. Again, this is also another beautiful vintage postcards. One of a vintage postcard. Again, this is a embossed. I don't think it's embossed, but it's I think it's felt that have been cut and put on there. So that's really pretty. You can probably see. Yeah, there we go. That it has height to it. So yeah. So that's really pretty. And then this is a journaling card. You can just, you know, write your thoughts in the back. So hold on. And then on this side is just a children's storybook right there. Excuse me. Another aerogram that I've also made into part of the page. And here we've got a journaling card right there. This is printed ephemera, but it's super adorable. Super adorable. A bit of the sari trim that I made to decorate, again, a blank page. This one has lines on them. Then you can journal on this side. And then here is also part of an envelope, vintage envelope. So this just looks like that. I've made a lot of the envelopes part of as part of journal pages and things like that. So yeah. This one is a children's illustration book as well. I use this page in my own personal junk journal as well. I just like how the illustration, and it frames the whole page. Fabric tab right there. And then here we have something a bit different. I've seen this in, I think, Gail's, one of Gail's junk journal, where she has a page sort of like a stamp album. So here you can actually, there's a big deep pocket on the back, and then there's three small little pockets right here. And then let me see if I can focus. So there's three little small pockets here as well, where you can put stamps in there. So to start you off with, I've put in some really beautiful stamps from my own collection as well. Some floral, some children one, and then some old, you know, sort of motif kind. And I have also included one from Malaysia when it was still known as Tanah Melayu. So I thought that was pretty cool. So some fabric tab right down here. Hold on. Okay. And we have, again, some collaging here. This is from a Peter and Jane book. And then here is just a really big floral tab, and then some ribbon that I've made into some ruffles. And then this one is just a pattern paper that you can journal on the back, like so. And then here is just some ephemera piece as well, but this is glued down, so you can have all this page to journal in. And this is what I'm so happy to include in, because I finally managed to get hold of an Edith Holden book. I've been wanting one for so long, but I finally found one on eBay, and this is in French. So how cool is that? So I'm so excited to actually find one, and that's in French, so yay. So yeah, so I've included this in here like so. And then here is just a postmark ephemera here, and then this is a German ticket as well. And then on this there's a little small box here that I'm assuming is for maybe a photo or something, I'm not sure, but I've attached a printout of one of my digital, I think it's the Victorian little girls, and then I've just made them small and then just put that in, so it looks like, you know, it has more character to the ticket. And then this is from a Peter Rabbit book right there, and then I've just made this into a front cover centerfold. And on this side is, so this opens up like that, right? And then on this side we have this French ephemera piece. This is a religious piece, but if you're not religious, that's fine as well. I just think it makes a really great ephemera, you know, as part of your collection, because, you know, the color is pretty. It's, you know, there's not there's no crosses or anything, so I thought that would be nice to include in. And then this is also the reason I chose her, is because of the color scheme, her dress and everything, which matches the journal. And then this is the authentic French letter that actually comes from this one, so I've just included this in here so you can use that however you like. And then hold on, just let me put this back here. And then that's part of the Peter Rabbit book as well. And here is a pocket with a bit of collaging. This one here is in a printout, so you can journal on the back. This is a real authentic postcard, and this is a pattern paper which you can use to journal on the back. Again, I try to kind of make the color scheme kind of all the same. A lot of the sort of pastel colors more. And then on this side, oh right, so this one is actually from this side. So this one is supposed to clip here. Where's my clip? Yeah, there we go. So this is from the Graphics Fairy. It's actually a bookmark, but I thought you can use it to journal on the back. This is an ephemera piece. I'm not sure what it is, but you know, you can use it to decorate part of your journal. And then this is I've just left it like so I thought it was a kind of a cool add-on, kind of. That one stems from, hold on, this one right there. So this side I decided to glue down, and this side I decided to, you know, let it, you know, go free, and you can tear it out or use it for something, or just glue it on if you feel like it. And then here we have, I think this is my favorite page of the book. Here we have some ruffles here, and then some fabric tab here, and then some buttons, and then this is actually a pocket, right? So, and then here is also a pocket right there. So you have two pockets, and I try to align it so it's sort of like half. It divides the page equally, sort of meets the line, and then but the one is the pockets up here, one's the pocket down here. Then the background for this one is an authentic vintage envelope front cover, so that was cool. And then we also have on this side the other side of the fabric tab with some sequins. This is from a vocabulary book, some gorgeous fabric tab at the bottom. This one is a flip out. I didn't want to make this a pocket as well because I really wanted you to have the floral border to use when you journal. So that's that right there, here. And then this one is the other side of this one right there. So this one is not glued down, but this side is glued down, so I guess that's how I sort of wanted to, a new thing that I'm doing. And then we have this side. This is part of that one of the French Sunday Missal book as well, but I've just torn the edges to decorate this part to give it that, again, authentic vintage look to things. This one here is just a printout of this adorable children, which you can journal on the back. This is the aerogram as well from the other side. And then this is another vintage photo, but you know, considering I thought this was a children's one, I thought you could have a picture of children and also, you know, their favorite dog, Spot, I guess. Lassie, he looks like a lassie, like, you know, so I thought that was pretty cool to put that in. Children's book page. And then this is a sari trim pocket, lots of sequins on this one. And then we have the other side of that ephemera piece. This is the envelope as well, the back of that envelope. And then this is just a wax seal that I put on there just to give more character to this page as well. A big fabric tip in right there. And then we'll put almost at the end. And then this is a small little pocket right there. I didn't want to cover up all the way to here because I wanted, you know, little Bambi to show. And then, you know, so you've got a few journaling cards in here as well. A mini pocket. Try not to overstuff this, I think, because it might have difficulty, you know, sort of bending, I think. And then here is a pocket. So you have sort of 2 printouts of this adorable children again right there, so you can journal on the back of those. And then that just slips in here. Right, and then we've got this vintage postcard right there. Right, so this is written in pencil, so you can actually rub that off and then put in your own thoughts in there as well. So collaging again, just to make everything look old. And then finally on the back we have another vintage postcard. Again, super, you know, pastel-y. So this one is quite pretty. It looks like so. This one, someone, I don't know if it is that way, but someone sort of outlined the dove with some glitter, so I thought that was really pretty. I mean, it would be what I think a child would do as well. So again, this whole page is left blank, so just in case you want to do something on that. This is a printed hotel French receipt. I think this is from the Graphics Fairy, so this is not authentic, this is printed, but you can use it to journal on the back of that. So yeah, so that is it, guys. That is one of my this is my latest journal that I've done, and then this is, oh sorry, and this is also a pocket right there. So that's just how she looks like. I just want to say again, I'm sorry, really sorry for being away for so long, but I'm back. I got my mojo back, so I hope to come up with more videos soon. And yeah, so don't forget, I've also launched my own website where I will be listing this junk journal in there as well. I'll probably have it listed once this video goes live. So don't forget to check out my new website. I have few downloads in there, freebie downloads in there as well, of maybe a few images. I try to update them weekly. There's maybe 10 or so in there right now that you can just, you know, download, and it's free to use in your commercial projects, whatever you want to do with it. It's all yours. So yeah, so thanks guys for staying with me. Have a great weekend, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye guys.